Hello everyone, welcome back to my astrology channel. So this video is the 2022 astrology forecast for the sign of Libra. Now if you have your rising sign, sun and moon in the sign of Libra, then this video is for you. Now this astrological analysis of the transit and the aspects available in 2022 is not fortune telling, but the energies are there, the cosmic energy is available for you to make the best use of it. So it's down to your mindset, how you use it and how you react to it, both the challenges and the supportive energy, both of them, how you approach them, how you see them, how you handle them, it's all down to you. So these energies are available in the year 2022 to make the best use of and approach it in the individual way that you would usually do. Now the year 2022 has a mixed bag of energies. So some of the energies are continuing from the year 2021 and spilling over to year 2022, and some are completely brand new, fresh new energies, the energies that you have not seen maybe for 12 years and some for even 18 years. So these are going to be completely brand new, fresh shift occurring in the new year, starting from January and some even towards the end of December 2021. So you're going to feel quite different in year 2022 on many levels, and in some level you may feel the continuation of the energy from 2021. So let's begin, Libras. So the first up is Venus in the sign of Capricorn. Now Venus moved in the sign of Capricorn on the 5th of November 2021 and will stay in the same sign until 5th of March 2022. So it's an unusually longer period of time for Venus in the same sign. Now this is because Venus goes retrograde, and it goes retrograde on about 18th, 19th of December until about 28th, 29th of January 2022. So it's going to stay in a retrograde motion at the beginning of the new year. Now Capricorn is your fourth house, Libra, and fourth house is all about your home and family members, you know, your home environment, your domestic life, and even your real estate. So the house, the address where you live, so all that is a fourth house matter. Now when Venus is in a retrograde motion in your home sector, you're reassessing and reevaluating your living condition during this time. You may also be changing your mind regarding your home, family members, and just your emotional comfort level as well, your stability, sense of stability, and your sense of belonging. So you may be really looking into these matters during this time, and you may be reassessing, and where do you feel comfortable, how do you feel comfortable, with whom do you feel comfortable. All these are definitely going through your mind during this time. Now fourth house is about real estate as well, so you may be redecorating or changing things around in the house, or decluttering, or just, you know, beautifying your house. All that energy is definitely there. Also it could lead to a house move. Maybe you're moving to a better, beautiful, more lovely house than you're currently staying in. So all these energies are there until the 5th of March with Venus in Capricorn. Just in the month of January, you will be reassessing and reevaluating your living condition and making changes if there needs to be made in that sector. Now moving on from Venus and Capricorn, we have Jupiter, and Jupiter will be moving in the sign of Pisces towards the end of December 2021 and will stay in the sign of Pisces until 11th of May 2022. So it's going to be in your 6th house, because Pisces is your 6th house. So 6th house is all about work and health, Libra. So your 6th house matter is going to get spotlighted, and with Jupiter in your 6th house is going to bring this fresh, positive energy, optimistic, hopeful energy, and expansive energy to your 6th house matter. Now this could mean a new job in the horizon, or it could mean changing your working condition, going to a better working condition, or just enhancing your reputation in your work environment as well. Now health is another matter of the 6th house. So your health, you may be more serious about health during this time. You may introduce a new health regime and, you know, diet plan to take it more seriously regarding your health and self-care matters. Now Jupiter also is very expansive, so it amplifies wherever it goes. So it can also mean too much responsibility, too busy at work, and from that angle your health can suffer because you're exerting a lot as well. But Jupiter is a good vibe, good fortune, so you may think that more job is going to get you more money, and that way you may be exerting more and forgetting or ignoring your health matters. So it's very important to look after your health as well during this time and balance your work and health matters, and also your daily habits, the routine that you have, because sixth house is also about daily habits, routine, schedules and appointments, all, and things you do on a daily basis, everyday life, just your general lifestyle. So you may become a bit conscious about anything that is bad, any kind of bad habits you might have in your life or within you, or any kind of schedule. If it's too taxing on you, you may become a little bit more aware. So you will be inclined to make changes in these areas, especially if you have ignored it in the past or even not noticed that their change needs to be made. So you will be very inclined to make changes in these areas. If you have ignored it in the past or even not noticed it, this is a great time to implement these health changes and have healthier lifestyle, Libras. Now, during the month of April 2022, exactly on the 12th of April, Jupiter will be conjuncting Neptune in the sign of Pisces and in your 6th house. Now, with Jupiter and Neptune in your 6th house, you may be getting a lot of work. You may be very busy at work, and this may create a kind of, no boundaries in your work. So you may be doing a lot and there may not be any kind of boundary. So you may be taking on a lot and not, looking after your health. So it's very important to have a schedule, a timetable, a structured routine, especially during the month of April, because you're definitely very hopeful and you're taking on a lot of work during this time. And as a result, your health can get affected or other areas in your life can get affected, especially if you don't have a routine to follow. So it's important to balance these things out through a structured routine. Maybe have a planner where you can put things down so that your life is less chaotic and less imbalanced during this time, Libra. Now, Libras, on the 11th of May 2022, Jupiter is going to move out from the sign of Pisces and into the sign of Aries. Now, Aries is your opposite sign, Libra, so your 7th house will become spotlighted during this time. And Jupiter is going to bring this beneficial, expansive, optimistic energy to your 7th house matter, which is your relationship and your partnership, both personal and business. So all the one-to-one social interaction is going to get spotlighted, and it's going to improve and enhance your life during this time. So any kind of business contract or negotiation, any kind of cooperation that you get involved in is going to be beneficial and is going to be very rewarding. Even financial reward you can expect out of these associations. So this is a great time to establish and solidify any kind of partnership, relationship that you have in your life, and even personal relationship. If you are committed to somebody, this is a great time to make it more legal and maybe official, if that's what you want. Or even if you don't want to go that path, it's great time to commit and even move in. So you'll be more committed, more positive about your relationship during this time, and you'll be more tolerant towards other people and even easygoing, and even maybe you are more cautious and more patient towards any issues regarding relationship, and you are definitely very willing and eager to resolve any matters during this time, especially when Jupiter is bringing this positive energy to your 7th house matter in those months. From the month of May until the end of October, it's going to be in your 7th house. So all the positive energy, the expansive energy is going to be in your relationship house, Libras. Now, moving on from the Jupiterian energy in the year 2022, the other major shifts that's occurring in the month of January 2022 is the shift of the nodes. The lunar nodes are shifting from Gemini Sagittarius axis to the Taurus and Scorpio axis. And Taurus and Scorpio is your 8th house and your 2nd house. So North node is going to be in your Taurus house, which is your 8th house, and your Scorpio house is the 2nd house. That's where South node is going to be. Now, wherever North node goes, that's where your focus is in life during those 18 months, starting from January 2022 until about July 2023. So your focus is a lot on 8th house matter. Now, 8th house is about joint finances, about shared resources, about intimacy, commitment, joint ventures, mutually beneficial ventures, investments. It's also about social finance, so any kind of loan, mortgages getting from the bank, it's all going to be very good time to, you know, get these things rolling. So wherever South Node is, it's time to release the energy over there and not too much spend time on the second house matter during this time, especially if you have a tendency to work alone and, you know, tendency to do things your way. This is the time to really bring your partnership in the picture as well, where your values and other people's values are concerned, and to grow together. It's definitely important to, even a business partnership, if there is some kind of investment in terms of relationship, and it doesn't need to be personal, it can be business or whatever you're getting involved with others in terms of your money matters. It's a great time to really look at other person's viewpoint as well, and not just you know, lead your life the way you want to. So you can depend on other people, especially on the resources of other people during this time. Because South Node in your second house of income, your personal income, your own money making capability, it can reduce you know, that money making capability of yours. So you may need to depend on other people's resources during this time. So that is also a possibility. So just be open to these things and don't be too attached to your own personal income and you know, your material things in life, the assets, possession that you have in your life on your own personal basis. Just don't be too you know, stuck in that zone too much, and also trust other people and allow other people to help you. Now moving on from lunar nodes, there's Saturn in the sign of Aquarius in your 5th house. Now Saturn is already in the sign of Aquarius since December 2020 and will remain in the same sign until March 2023. So in the entire 2022 it's going to be in the same sign in your 5th house. Now because it's already been transiting in your 5th house, Libras, for the entire 2021, you may feel the 5th house matter may be a bit more burdensome or difficult to enjoy the 5th house matter during this time. So 5th house is all about your creative projects, it's about your self-expression, it's about your the romance, the love, you know, the enjoyment part, the recreational activities, the fun-filled activities that you involve yourself to enjoy and relax. Those may be difficult to come by during this time, or you may be too much burdened or pushed to really work hard for the whatever pleasure you get from life during this time. Now 5th house is also to do with children, so you may be also finding it a bit difficult to spend time with children, your children, and, you know, maybe finding it difficult to, you know, have fun, you know, engage with them during this time, or maybe you're engaging but not as much as you want to engage. So that is also a possibility during this time. So in the year 2022, Libras, try to find different way of finding pleasure, and, you know, try to and move away from superficial things, and like find enjoyable things to do that has got lasting value and is brings stability to you in, you know, emotion and your just your well-being as well, in terms of how you are expressing yourself. You know, the sense of stability and enjoyment can be brought in different ways. So that's an area you can explore during this time, and also involving your children and having, you know, really taking time out. You may have to schedule yourself and plan yourself out a little bit, and that can really help in finding different ways to engage and have fun during this time. 5th house is also to do with your creative self-expression, so you may be finding different ways to express yourself, maybe out of the box, unconventional things that you've not done before. You may be bringing these energies you know, in your during this time in 2021 and 2022. So it is, you may be feeling challenged to, you know, work on your passion or your hobbies, or give time to those things. So it may be challenging. So it's definitely a good time to discover what makes you happy and what is your true passion. So all these can really help you, stabilize you going forward, Libras. Now Saturn will be squaring Uranus in the month of October 2022, and it's already squared in the year 2021 as well. Like 3 times there was an exact square. So everybody's feeling this square for the entire 2021, and you will feel this in the year 2022 as well for the whole year, though it will get really intense in the month of October. Now Saturn is in your 5th house and Uranus is in Taurus in your 8th house of shared resources and joint finances. So you might experience some kind of changes or restructuring in your joint finances, and that kind of helps you to remove these challenges of Saturn in your 5th house. So you can have more money, maybe through a spousal income or joint finances through a bank or loan, or whatever. Maybe you have paid off debt and you have got more money to spend time and leisure activities and with your children. So all these can happen, so look out for that, and this will help you express better and spend time with your children in recreation, or just by yourself with your loved one, close ties, whatever, whomever you want to enjoy life with during this time, Libras. Now to end the year 2022, Mars will be retrograde in the sign of Gemini for the last 2 months of the year 2022. So Gemini is your 9th house, Libras, and 9th house is about exploring and your belief system, new belief systems, searching for things, searching for answers. It's also traveling and learning related house. So when Mars goes retrograde in your 9th house, you may become a bit impatient regarding 9th house matter, or things may take time or may move slowly. There might be delays in your 9th house matters. So it's very important to look at your travel or learning. If you're doing any kind of educational program, it's good to look at it and really look at it minutely, so that there are not any kind of communication upheaval or your plan is not disrupted because of this retrograde. So look deeply into things and really organize yourself in terms of travel as well, and then make the move, Libras. So this was your astrology forecast for the year 2022, Libras. I hope you can use the the energies available next year to live more consciously and make better more informed decision in your life. And I hope you have a great 2022 and happy new year and have a great time. Thank you very much.